The Trans Health Center is, quote, funded by love and generous donations from Chris and Jessica Kitchinelli. So, who are the Kitchinellis? Well, these are the biggest donors, right?
Biggest donors.
The Trans Health. They also happen to be owners of the Pure Romance sex toys.
Oh, I've never been to that website.
Yeah, so we're pretty proud of some of the work that's been put in. We've talked about DEI, the diversity, equity, inclusion, right? Taking over industries from airlines to education. Now, unfortunately, it's found its way to hospitals. So remember that when you hear about the speed of science or you hear about trusting the science.
Right, yeah.
We have new exclusive insider details that paint, I don't want to say, there's a grim picture that you need to see here as it relates to the state of children's health care. This is Mug Club Undercover.
Our eyes and ears are everywhere. We are many. We are among you. We are you. We are Mug Club Undercover.
You can't do that without an NDA, though.
That's right. Oh, that's fair. I should have.
Everyone should know about everyone who's undercover. So,
idiotic people.
Following scandal.
Oh no!
Scandal.
But I have to sign everywhere. Jerks. Twitter. It's gonna happen.
You can follow Gerald on Twitter. So there's been an increase, right, in the emphasis on the DEI. Every time I said diversity, equity, but you understand. We've talked about it. Less emphasis at the same time on expert opinions. Right. So the Cincinnati Children's Hospital, I'll call it the CCH moving forward, Cincinnati Children's Hospital. It's now been ranked #1 by U.S. News and World Reports. Okay. Now, here's the thing. That's now ranked #1. Thanks to an insider at the hospital, the Mug Club Investigation Unit Undercover has some exclusive details. There was an internal email that we obtained, and it was written by the CCH's Chair of Pediatrics, Tina L. Chang, MD. So here's Dr. Chang congratulating her staff via email, and it tells you why this is happening. This year, the U.S. News World Reports, increased the weight of commitment to best practices and commitment to, you can bring it up there as an overlay, and commitment to equity, diversity, and inclusion, and less weight on expert opinion. Now, she says that like it's a good thing.
I'd like a second opinion.
But then it won't be weighted. Second opinion? Yeah. Because we got a black guy. Our #1 ranking recognized our dedication to, quote, changing the outcome together. Now, we're going to get to the transgender procedures for children and how that is included here, because that's a big part of DEI, just to be clear. DEI basically includes anything that's evil, progressive for progressive's sake. So as per the U.S. News World Reports, right, their methodology, expert opinion is obtained by a survey of reputable physicians. This is another component that's important. Well, what defines reputable? Page 8 of the document. Until 2007, the pediatric rankings relied entirely on reputational surveys of board-certified pediatricians and adolescent medicine specialists. Continuing to rank children's hospitals solely on expert opinion for an indeterminate period while performance data were codified and the means of collecting and verifying them settled was felt to be unacceptable. What that really means is, so we were doing this based on actual expert opinions out in the field. And now we've decided that really isn't the best way to determine how we should be taking care of children. Ergo, it's not the best way to determine the best children's hospital.
Right.
So, and you can comment below if you see where this is going, because there's a lot more to this that, frankly, surprised a lot of us and smashed the rumble button. You're about to say something?
I was about to say, because when my child is hurt, again, I have 2 very young children, I want to make sure that we are being inclusive at the hospital. I just want the best outcome. I don't care if it's all men, all women, all black lesbian women, all black lesbian men. If that's even possible, I have no idea. It's probably a thing next week.
It's all possible.
I don't care. I just want them to work and fix my son.
Here's the thing. So the weight of DEI jumped up by over 16%, and the weight of expert opinion, according to their methodology, all references available at louderwithcrowder.com, dropped by 13. So up 16 and down 13.
Wow.
That's significant.
Think about that for a second. In other words, what matters more now is the diversity, is the snapshot, the Burger King Kids Club picture that you put out there. Look, we got a black, we got a ginger, we got a lesbian, we got a trans. Doesn't that make us the best hospital? No. How about your mortality rates? Here's something else. The Cincinnati Children's Hospital, they've even created a trans health center.
Oh, Lord.
And the people who have been at the center of, I guess the founders of this health center, this is bone-chillingly scary. Again, this is the Mug Club Undercover. The work that they put in, all of our references are available. louderwithcrowder.com, link in the description, because some of this is not publicly available. It's exclusive to us.
Right.
The Trans Health Center is, quote, funded by love and generous donations from Chris and Jessica Kitchinelli. So, Who are the Kitchenellis? Well, these are the biggest donors, right?
Biggest donors.
The trans health. They also happen to be owners of the Pure Romance sex toys.
I've never been to that website for sure.
He was brought into Pure Romance by his mother, who founded the business in 1983. So they sell sex toys. What's more kid-friendly than these fine products? Let's bring this up. Yeah. I think that's about him. I think we have overlay F2 and F3.
Oh.
Yeah. There's lube.
Oh, that's jelly. That's jelly. Put it with peanut butter.
Like a virgin.
Oh, geez.
Wow,
Okay.
God.
And these people are also founders of the Living with Change Foundation, which supports trans children. And of course, their own child came out as trans at 8 years old. So you now have a hospital being rated as the best children's hospital in the country by their own admission, this private email that we have now circulated, not because of their outcomes, not because of them looking out for the best interest of your children. As a matter of fact, if they're starting a trans health center, they may be actually actively harming your children based on the data that we have available. But because they're diverse enough and some people who own a sex shop are willing to front some money to ensure that your children have the same kind of transitional treatment that their 8-year-old child did. By the way, we have exclusive footage from the press conference that was held at the Cincinnati Children's Hospital.
Welcome, cold-handed ones. It's an honor to greet/welcome so many who have touched so many women in such a powerful way. Come on in. Watch out, it's a little slippery. And if you think it's hot out there, whoa! Come on, come on, come on!
I don't know what I expected.
We had some time on our hands.
Those are some good-looking legs. They get their own health center, the trans health center. They can't get their own bathrooms?
Yeah. Children's.
Yes. Do they what?
They can't get their own bathrooms, though?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Get their own health center?
Well, that's Cincinnati. We can't do that.
They have their own bathrooms. They're just going to pick whatever.
Cincinnati. Yeah, in Cincinnati, their biggest concern should be the fathers not being there in the hospital.
Yeah,
That's what they
exactly.
should.
Yes. Well, also, I mean, you have Cincinnati. I think they have a good zoo. I remember that.
Oh.
The Cincinnati Zoo is really good. They have a water park.
It's at the hospital.
Where it's like a water drive-in.
That is neat.
Where you sit in a tube and you watch a drive-in film. That's all I remember about Cincinnati.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I've been down there a couple of times. It's the worst place to go in Ohio.
Yes.
America's 32nd best state.
Yeah.
And they have Cleveland.
Yes, that's true.
And a river that caught fire.
Were you about to say something there, Joe?
I can't believe that. You know how people are
Take
making
that out of your lexicon. You can believe.
I can believe. All right. I am shocked yet not surprised. People that are funding a children's hospital are sex shop owners. We could not have written it that way and people believed us. They would have been like, no, that's kind of... Look, I understand that you're saying that this is like a pedophile movement and everything like that, but I'm like, they own a sex toy store!
Yeah, you know what's going to happen. It's like when a doctor writes a prescription, they go, and you can also go to the pharmacy and get these whatever probiotics.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen? Like, by the way, when you have the sex change operation, you can also go to a Pure Romance and get the his and her heating gel. Let me write this down here so you know where to find
Sir,
it.
And if you ever miss
She's
your
8.
dick, you can go get a strap-on.
Yeah, exactly.
Pure
Yeah.
romance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the real thing. You'll never even be able to tell it's not there.
You should just take a rubber clown's nose to make a kid laugh.
it's something else. I won't say it.
Where did you put the clown nose? Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.